Good evening from Anglia News. First tonight, friends of a young teenager who went missing in Bishop Stopford have been laying flowers at the skate park where he was last seen on Christmas Eve. A body has been recovered from the river nearby, and although the identity has not yet been confirmed, it is thought to be 13-year-old Jordan Trousdale. Stuart Leeds has this report.
A young friend of Jordan Trousdale leaving flowers near to the skate park in Bishop Stopford that the 13-year-old often used, which is just a short walk away from the river where police yesterday found a body.
I've known him since primary school and he's always been funny and everyone loved him, but I don't know, it's just a bit sudden.
Jordan was last seen here at the skate park on Christmas Eve, and it's understood that he had been drinking cider before starting to make his way towards his home, which is less than half a mile away. After being reported missing, police initially recovered his rucksack and mobile phone from a site near to the river. A further search of the river yesterday led to the discovery of a body. This morning, a number of friends visited the skate park to leave flowers.
It's just really affected everyone in the town. If you were to just look round and everyone's just really, really down, especially just over the Christmas time, it's just not right, to be honest. And the fact that he's so young, his life ahead of him, it's just not good.
The news follows two other incidents which have highlighted the dangers of water in cold weather. Essex police have been searching for 22-year-old Adam Parsfield, who was last seen on a night out in Chelmsford. A marine unit has carried out a search in the River Chelmer. And police have recovered one body and have continued their search of Brightwell Lake in Northamptonshire after two men went missing when it's thought they went into the water to rescue a dog. In Bishop Stopford, more friends came to pay their respects at the skate park.
He used to come down here quite a lot, everyone knew him, he was great friends with everyone, and just everyone misses him.
The body found yesterday has not yet been formally identified, but it seems likely that police will confirm the worst fears of Jordan Trousdale's family and friends. Stuart Leeds, Anglia News, Bishop Stopford.
Detectives in Norwich are looking for witnesses to an armed robbery at a petrol station. It happened at the Merco garage on Elsham Road just after 7 this morning. A man wearing a black zipped-up jacket threatened the attendant with a knife and then made off with what police are describing as a substantial amount of money. The garage was closed while scenes of crime officers searched the premises. Well, retailers in our region are celebrating two very successful days of post-Christmas sales. Bargain hunters have swamped shops and internet sites and made considerably more purchases than this time last year. Kate Prout reports.
It's music to the ears of retailers. Shoppers digging deep in the post-Christmas sales, with reductions on some items as much as 90%.
A nightmare, absolute nightmare. When you've got two young kids who are running around, but the wife loves it, she likes to do a lot of shopping.
A nice jacket, 179 down to 79, full wool, so that was lovely.
The bigger department stores open their doors at 10 this morning, prompting a rush of customers hoping to bag a bargain.
I think people are feeling they've got through 2009, and for some people they have more disposable income available at the moment, and I think they're feeling like they're fed up with being fed up and they just want to get out and have a bit of fun.
Many shops will continue their cut-price sales for at least another 10 days.
So our financial concerns don't seem to have affected our annual festive spending frenzy. Figures for the Boxing Day sales, yesterday's sales, indicate an 18.5% increase on last year on our total spending at the till. With internet sales on top, that should equate to around £200 million. Not bad for a country in recession. Kate Prout, Anglia News, Norwich.
An Essex couple's campaign to stop the X Factor from scooping that Christmas #1 has reportedly raised nearly £90,000 for a homeless charity. The campaign, started by John Mortar and his wife Tracy of Southwood and Ferrers, saw Rage Against the Machine reach that festive top spot, dashing the hopes of the X Factor winner Joe McElderry. Now, what do beer barrels and 3 Nobel Prize winners have in common? Well, in the Cambridgeshire village of Grantchester, it's all part of their Christmas festivities. And yesterday, hundreds turned out to blow away those Christmas cobwebs and take part in this year's barrel rolling competition. The straw bales were in place and the spectators ready.
2, 1.
This is how they do Boxing Day in the Cambridgeshire village of Grantchester. After all that food and drink of Christmas Day, it's time to hit the beer barrels.
It's a 150-yard dash. The skill is keeping your barrel going straight. If you go too fast, it all goes wibbly-wobbly and in every single direction. So the skill is to keep it going in a dead straight line as fast as you can. It's much more difficult than it looks. Everybody's had a lot of turkey and stuffing to eat yesterday, so all our tummies are feeling a bit full, and it's a difficult race as a result.
They've been running it here since the late 60s. It then died out a bit in the 80s and 90s before being revived in 2004. A bit of healthy Christmas competition between the local pubs and surrounding villages.
Good fun, then. Oh, so shattered.
Any particular skill?
No. Just push and run.
And the judging, well, that's left to only the best brains in the village. 3 Nobel Prize winners, in fact. Sir Andrew Hawksley won his in 1963 and has lived here since the 1940s.
I was told when I was asked to judge that it was quite easy. So I'm hoping it will be.
Bragging rights on the day went to the Blue Ball pub team, taking the ladies' title and the open race. The winning village, that went to Barton and not Grantchester. But while they may have been beaten at their own game on the day, at least some festive exercise meant that everyone's waistline was a winner. Well, a different sport now, and in football, our league clubs are enjoying a day off today as they prepare for their second games in a busy Christmas schedule tomorrow. All were in action yesterday, though, with our championship clubs having Boxing Days to forget, as Jim Rice reports.
Ipswich started their Christmas campaign in perfect fashion. A Boxing Day gift from Crystal Palace keeper Julian Speroni falling at the feet of Jamie Peters. Ipswich, in festive white and red, were also in the mood for giving, allowing Jose Fonte to equalise and set up what should have been a close second half. Instead, a pantomime villain reared its head. Johnstead's tackle on Freddie Sears left the Palace player in a heap and his colleagues incensed. Tears for Sears and Ipswich fans' fears confirmed. Red for Stead. From then on in, the Christmas message from the Palace was all bad news. Neil Dans put them ahead, and from a pass from former Ipswich player Darren Ambrose, Victor Moses left Ipswich with a mountain to climb. It finished 3-1. A posh Christmas wasn't much better than one spent at the Palace. Peterborough went to promotion favourites West Brom and came home with nothing. Luke Moore's low finish got the Baggies off and running, and another gift, Ryan Bennett's own goal, sent Posh to the bottom of the championship pile. With Charlton dropping points in League One, Norwich edged closer to the top of the tree. Wes Houlihan gave them a first-half lead against Millwall. And after the break, the same player served up Grant Holt's 20th of the season on a plate. Norwich stay third. Colchester are hot on their heels after victory over Southend in the region's only Boxing Day derby. Phil Eiffel put them ahead at Roots Hall, and after the break, Anthony Wordsworth's fine direct free kick doubled it. Southend rallied and Lee Barnard's free header set up a grandstand finish, but the U's held on 2-1. Over the road from Stadium MK, the Boxing Day sales had begun. Inside the ground, MK Dons dismantled Stockport like a piece of flat-packed furniture. Jason Punchen's stunning opener was followed just 3 minutes later when Easter arrived early, Jermaine Easter's 14th of the season. 2 more presents after that, poor defending handing MK a third goal, Nigel Quasi's second since arriving on loan from West Ham, but the Dons were pegged back by League One's bottom side after some poor defending of their own, Peter Thompson profiting from that. But after starting the scoring, Punchen polished things off, sending MK into 5th place with a perfect chip. Northampton's League 2 promotion hopes may be distant, but they put a dent in Dagenham's with a 1-0 win at Sixfields. They were helped along the way when Dagenham missed a penalty, Mark Arbour unable to keep his kick under the woodwork. So a late scramble at the other end proved critical. Billy Mackay's shot had just enough on it to creep over the line for the Cobblers' first win in 9 matches. Jim Rice, Anglia News.
Now, before Christmas, we showed you messages from our troops serving over in Afghanistan.